Sajuik? I don't know. But anyway, really, really like the player. I think this is his GP Liverpool list. Never played Hardened Scales before at all, but it certainly browned me multiple times on stream last night. So we figured it'd be a good deck to learn to count with. And if we fail learning to count to 20 or whatever we have to count with in this deck, we can start learning to count to just 10 with Infect, and maybe that'll go better. But yeah, for anybody who's watching this on YouTube, since there's not very many people in the chat right now, if you do not like the modern content and want me to stick primarily to Standard, or want me to stick to Arena, or want me to stick to Magic Online, please drop a comment and let me know, or message me on Twitter, or track me down, call my house, or whatever. I don't know. Don't call my house. I don't actually even have a phone in my house or my room, but that's beside the point. I was trying to be funny. But long story short, contact me. I mean, message me on Twitter, Twitch. The YouTuberinos. Lost Astro. Sad Panda Sad. Hope I've closed all the background stuff. Sweet. Not going to get banned for pornography today. That's always a positive. Or her opponent. Hey, Matt. Wow, 18 months in a row. Big timing. You guys going back to work yet? I don't really know how to sideboard with this deck, but it feels like we're really land heavier out here, and we need something a little more powerful. I think this hand's considerably more powerful, so. Oh, I bet you're super excited then. We should have been playing some Magic Online, but no. Or sorry, some League of Legends, but no. Somebody doesn't play League of Legends with Ray anymore. What's our opponent playing? Is this Lantern Control? I don't want to play anything and don't want to watch anything. Well, that, friendo, is the problem. I've never been paired versus Lantern before. I'm gonna like, oh, it's not Lantern, it's something else. So you can't use you this turn. So Karate Chop? How do we beat this? Sacrifice a non-token artifact. Hmm. How do these work? Whenever a 1/1 creature enters the battlefield, you may return Sword of the Meek from your graveyard to the battlefield, then attach it. So they sacrifice an artifact. They sacrifice this, and it comes back. Isn't there a way for that to go infinite? I feel like there's a way for that to go infinite, and I just don't know it. Oh, well, I punted. Whoopsie. So I guess they can't go infinite, but yet they need another tool. The Inventor's Fair over there. Can we actually win? Piving needle. Don't know if we can win. Let us go look at our deck list. Hey George, what's up, friend? This dampening spear has actually been pretty brutal. So I don't see anything in our main deck that gets us out of this, and now they have a Spell Scout too. Think Spell Scout can stop modular? Yeah. Let's go vote for Whirler. So we're just dead. KCI. We're locked out. So I guess we bring in Dismembers now. Maybe we don't bring in Dismembers. We at least bring in the Spell Scouts. Tormod's Crypt. Is that good enough for just a Fopter? I don't think so. I don't think I'm digging that. I'm pretty fine with getting rid of most of these. I don't know what else to side out. No idea what to sideboard out. I think this hand's a keep. What do you do? Hmm. Really like the art on this. Eternal Needle's pretty good. Wonky B. Sure. Guess we're gonna call Ravager now. Oh, just another Walkie B. Hmm. I don't really know what I'm supposed to call here or do. Guess I'm gonna do these two. Where's the rest of our lands at? Well, they've got 3 lock pieces already in a way. They called Ravager on that one. That's pretty good. This means they already have the Whirler for the bridge. Which means I don't get to attack this turn. Well, I can count to 3 or 2, whatever you want to call it in Snaring Bridge. So I'm going to play this one. So no math to be played when our opponent's just casting a Snaring Bridge. It's all hoping we draw the Nature's Claims or not. So far, we've not. Second bridge sucks. But we have a massive army that can't do anything. Just realized the version of this we were playing versus the other night had relic opportunities and everything in it. Is this another whirler? Alright, well, they win. We drew no sideboard cards. Womp womp. I don't know if we would have had a chance even if we did. Well, that's discouraging. Red-green ramp control. That's a thing. Felt like I wasn't playing Magic that round. How is this deck so good versus me both times I got paired versus it yesterday? I guess I keep this. This hand doesn't seem good though. Am I supposed to mulligan this hand? So I'm gonna take this one. Maybe I'm supposed to take the walking ballista. I didn't do so hot on arena today, but I did get my dailies done, and that's good enough for me. I think I'm supposed to give him something to use a spell queller on. Especially if it's something I don't care about. I just do the go dailies. I don't grind all those wins. Weird, they left this on too. I think they have an image in their hand. What? The hell is our opponent playing? Can you just beat that attacking? There's no way this card's right. I feel like I'm just dead already though, and it doesn't matter. It's weird spirits. It's pretty cheap. It's a lot cheaper than I would have expected. He played a noble before he attacked. Um, let's start with this. See the phantasmal image that we expect him to have. It's another spell queller. It's the same thing. Let's see if they want to block, I guess. Kind of want this back. Nobody cares about your spell queller. Oh my god, just give me my spell back so I can end my turn, Christ. Looks like I'm sacking another hanger back. Oh, I missed a counter the turn that I blocked with the other hanger back. Learning. Should have done this last time. There should be an extra counter on this. What do you do? Huh. So attack of them all. I can't get this to 20, so might as well just attack for 5. Or, sorry, 4. Forced to block. I don't believe he has a spell. I really just don't believe my opponent has a spell here. Called their bluff. Them having a spell there and not putting the Curious Obsession down last turn just didn't add up to me. So I thought they had the Curious Obsession this turn. Or drew the Curious Obsession this turn. The hell do we sideboard? I guess they have Stony Silence, so feels to me like we're going to be bringing in these cards a lot. I don't know if that's good enough for just Coco. Here we are back to not having any idea how to sideboard again. The Spell Quellers or the Spell Scat's okay here. They have to exile. They have Reflector Mage. Doesn't really block though, does it? Maybe the welding jars just aren't good enough because they're not actually killing our stuff with damage. Cinder Baron's Mountain Bloodfast. Yep, that's definitely old standard for you. Guess I'm supposed to keep this hand, though it feels weak to me. Feels significantly less weak, but... Oh, neat, we needed a land. And he's going to have to exile our Still Overseer for us. Hot. Thank you, opponent. Thank you very much. No? Well, I guess I'm going to start with this. I don't think I'm going to graft on the first one. I think we can do that later. Well, 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 opponent. Double Curious Obsession. With the right draw, are we lethal? Like, if we just draw a Ravager, would we be lethal? I'm not sure. We didn't draw it, so it wasn't much math, but... It's not a lot of math to do unless we draw a Ravager. That's fun. I'm just trying to attack you with bigger creatures at the moment. Probably shouldn't have wasted both my Nature's Claims. I think I'll probably just die now. they have double lord, we certainly die. Certainly die if they have double lord. Any of you do anything? Not really. Alright. That's my fault for getting rid of the double claim. I think I actually want this card in the deck. I've sideboarded it out twice now, and I think I was wrong both times. So that seems good enough. Damn it. That's getting old. I messed up. I should have got a +1/+1 on one of those. So I punted. This should be a 2/2. That's pretty bad. Yep. It not being a 2/2 is pretty relevant. So we'll go ahead and do it now before they can spell queller or whatever. Sure. Alright, so what exactly do you do? Target blink moth gets +1/+1. And you become a blink moth. So I can force to block, right? Yeah, I can force to block. Guess he could double block. Is the opponent just dead? So 1, 2, 3. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So opponent's not dead. Not dead opponent is not dead. you targeting? Targeting that. It's fine, that's the more important one for us anyway. Let's start with this. So I can attack with both now. Attack with a 2/2, turn it into a 3/3. That doesn't seem very good. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. He's already got one, so he has to block this one. Should I go ahead and make this thing big enough to kill them both? So how much damage do I need to kill them both? I need to deal 4 to the first one, then 3 to the second one, so I just need to do 7, so we need to do 5 more? Just turn my thing into a 5/5. 6/6 is probably better. If we turn it to a 5/5, we should just go ahead and turn it to a 7/7. I don't want to really give up this walking ballista. Could Ravager all the counters over to the walking ballista and shoot one of them down and then pump the guy? Is that the best overall play? That's the play I like the most. Actually, it just doesn't make sense, though, does it? Yeah, this just has to be better than that. Because it gives us the most amount of things that can, like, attack and do stuff past this turn. So they're not blocking. Hmm. Yeah, that's pretty good. Assumed we're gonna have a path for this one. Which is why I went ahead and pumped that one instead. Hmm. Opponent keeps having no fear, and that's scary. Spell Queller? Sure. If I pump it this turn, it has to be blocked next turn. I like it having to be blocked. I think both of our Ink Moth Nexuses need to be blocked. Sure. You need to leave all three on defense. Alright. I guess they don't need to leave all three on defense. I guess they have another path? Oh, they scooped before I even had a chance to do it. I don't know if I was going to. I might have pumped this guy to be safe. If I pump this guy, they go to 9. We get. Yeah, I was probably going to kill this Spell Queller to be safe. I think we could have 3-0'd that match if I hadn't too aggressively used my Nature's Claims round 2. I think this hand's a keep. None of these hands seem powerful. Am I not mulliganing aggressively enough, or does the hand just deck not have? Is this hand's just not powerful by nature? Like we've not had a Mox Opal turn. I think we've only had a Hardened Scales on one once, but like that doesn't seem that infrequent. I think I'm just gonna take another Ravager. I think it's better than the Opal. At least on this board state, but could be a mirror. Hey, we got our thing anyway. Guess let's hope it's not a mirror. Opponent showed us an Inkmoth Nexus, so I'm going to just assume that these are good versus every Inkmoth Nexus deck. And I think these are good versus some Inkmoth Nexus decks. I don't think we want Leap in this match. I don't actually think Welding Jar is that good either. I want to bring in some of these, but I'm not sure I'm going to bring in them all. If I knew he was on Hardened Scales or Affinity, I'd bring them all in, but he could still just be on Infect, right? In which a couple of them for Ink Moth Nexuses are okay, or like Rancors are okay, but like I wouldn't want them all. Or like Spellscats. Yeah, this hand's a keep. Do I want that? So turn one, I'm going to play this. Turn two, to play like one thing. Turn three, I think I do want it. I don't have any Walking Ballistas though, so that's probably bad for us. Our opponent just turned pretty bad. I should have played my Mox Opal first, because now if he kills the Spell Scout in response, we don't get to play the Hardened Scales. It was a really bad mistake. I don't want to be rude to the MPL players, but none of their streams other than Mengucci's has been worth watching, in my opinion. They've all been playing Cube or Arena, two things I don't want to watch. Again, this is my preference, not everybody's. I know people have different likes. I've saw Orat stream. Let's see. I've saw Juza. I've saw Manguchi. Hmm. I think that's it. Owen streamed as well, but he streamed Amazonian Draft, which is fine and all to watch, but like, eh. Targeting that. Well, I have to activate this now. Then I punted. Well, I never punted. Yeah, I punted. Well, no, it's the same thing. Should have cast a Ravager first, then the Hardened Scales, and then another Mox Opal. Man, they're drawing all the good cards. I think most of them aren't starting till the new year. What? That draft was great. I mean, it was broken as all hell, but it was definitely fun because most people didn't realize it was broken as all hell. So I just assume we're dead next turn. It's going to be very hard for us to live past this turn. I'm not sure if I'm supposed to add anything else in. Excuse me. Assuming I'm dead. Oh, really? I'm not dead? That amazes me. Ooh. Oh, I punted pretty bad here. I should have attacked before I did anything. Yep. Oh, I'm playing so bad, but I'm learning as we go. Have to be dead next turn at this point. If I attacked before I cast a Walking Ballista, there's some chance he would have blocked. But because modular can be redirected, I don't think I could have did anything else. I don't think I want these here. I think I've sideboarded the same 6 cards in every game. I think that game might have been winnable had I played it better. I made a lot of pretty comical errors that game. Opponent did have double sideboard card from a spell scout though, so maybe it's just not winnable. I don't know. Felt winnable. Probably not, George. But I haven't decided. I probably won't decide until like 4 or 5 p.m. on Friday. My favorite deck I had a Vivian's Invocation, an Apex of Power, double Recollect, 5 Divinations, and like 12 cantrips or something. I know there was one guy I got to turn 1. I was on the play. I turned 1 Apexed, recollected it, played it again, recollected it, played it again, cast Vivian's Invocation, and mind rotted his hand away. It was a sweet turn. I have to mulligan. We don't have the lands. This hand's just not good enough. Alright, well, we had the same hand 3 hands in a row. I guess we just lose then. I'll go ahead and cast the Mox Opal because of Spell Pierce. A million things kill us right now. Guess I just want to land. Oh, that was a error, I think. Could have got back a better land than that. I could have got back a Citadel. Really hoping this Hangerback Walker will be our hero. One was being quite slow and it was aggravating me. That's whatever. I have a lot of anti-artifact. I have nature's claims and those. I have a bit of a problem here. I need both of these cards in play. Think he's gonna win before we can interact. Guess we could leave this back, but I don't know how we win if we do. Damn it. Well, that ruined my plans. That doesn't do anything. I think it gives them a land for the rest of the game, but it effectively doesn't do anything. Well, if they have it, they have it. There's nothing I can do. Because it does something. It allows them to kick a Vines of Vastwood next turn. Maybe they drew every land on the deck. They can't kill us this turn. We have pretty good defense going on. If they can kill us this turn, they're taking their sweet ass time versus somebody who's tapped out. So they could be playing around gut shot. So all right, they have it. They're just slow as sin. Should be a sin to play that slow. So we have to rally and win the next two, right? Yeah. They can't beat your hand anyway, or they can't beat your deck anyway without those two things. This is the best hand we've had. Yes, we have 4 lands in it, and I still say it's the best hand we've had. And my opponent has already bored me. By taking now 40 seconds to decide what they're doing on turn 1. Fifth land, OP. Yeah, well, this is Jeskai. I don't think Jeskai is a winnable match. Sixth land, by the way. So I'm going to path this turn. Same thing. If they bounce it, at least we can kill Jace. We. Who wants to guess how dead I am? Opponent didn't even have a particularly good draw and still easily smashed me. Like, this game wasn't close. What? Would like that walking ballista back, so why I'm doing it this way. Could do about a bunch of their life, but I don't think it's worth it. I don't think I was lethal. So that puts that at 4, that puts that at 4, that puts that at 9. Yeah, that's not lethal. Hmm. Okay. Boo on the field of ruin. Wanted my walking ballista back. That's kind of a cool draw. Was that lethal this turn? I don't think so. Hey, Tandy, thank you for the host, fam. I don't think I was lethal last turn. Maybe I was? I think I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Plus 5. I think we were exactly could deal exactly 17 last turn. I just missed it. Not exactly sure. I definitely want these. Kinda want every card we have. Let's take out those. I'll probably bring back the leap on the play. No, I probably won't bring back the leap at all. He's got a point, by the way. Like, your Carnage doesn't even win on turn 6. It wins on, like, turn 9. So, I generally leave them in because you have to have something to close the game with. But, like, I don't like them. Yeah, we're trying the Hardened Scales deck. It's a complicated math deck, and I'm not playing it well. So far, I am getting pretty crushed. I think this is a keep. It's our first Mox Opal turn. Guess we have a Mox Opal turn. We have to keep it. It is. It's interesting. I don't want to call it a pile, but it is a deck that confuses me. Our draw is not powerful. We have no Ravengers. We have none of our Hardened Scales. We have none of our like good things, or like Walking Ballistas and Steel Overseers and stuff. It's a pretty hard match too. I guess I'm just gonna pump it. No, I'd rather just do the one because if he has a removal spell, I would rather be able to modular onto the Inkmoth Nexus. I think it's a good modern deck. I don't really have a modern deck yet. I'm still just trying to learn it. Now I don't really want to tap this, but I guess it's still fine. What do you do again? Permanent or player. So if I ever get infect on him, I can just start pounding this. That sounds kind of neat. So I believe this gets tapped when it gets regenerated, so I should just go ahead and float it for mana. I think that's how that rule works, but in all honesty, I don't remember 100%. They have a path too, I mean, we just get another land. I'm not mistaken, am I? That is how that works, isn't it? That our thing would have come back tapped. Didn't matter, he killed it anyway, but I think it comes back tapped. Animation module go. We wild and crazy boys. Not another path. They probably have a helix to go with this one. Or a lightning bolt. I don't think you path the arrow without a plan to kill this as well. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe that's exactly what you do. So, we're taking a while. I'm assuming this is logic knot then. Go ahead and do this. Get an extra point of damage in this turn. We can't save our guy anyway. It's just getting counterspelled. This could have been a misplay. Maybe I'm supposed to leave Nature's Claim up to play around to Fairy and Jace. I'm pretty confident that was a misplay. That extra point of damage isn't worth as much as just being able to make 4 tokens. That was horrendous. JK, not horrendous. Not horrendous at all. I'm a genius. No one deny me. the way, completely ignore the fact that this is modular, and I was thinking it was a hanger back walker for half a second. The car doesn't do what I thought it does. La 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 la. Yeah, that car doesn't do what I thought it does at all. But I don't want you to gain life. Hmm. Kind of an interesting one. We win! I got game 1 and game 2. Well, I didn't expect to win that match, but yet we 2-0'd it. I'm not 100% sure our opponent was playing optimally. I'm also not 100% sure he wasn't, considering I can't see his hand and I don't even know what I'm doing, so. It seems weird that I beat both a Jace and a Teferi in game 1, and in game 2, I beat some Paths and a Baneslayer. I'm not sure I'm supposed to win those games. This hand seems like it's a good hand. Goodish hand. Goodish. Uh-oh. We playing Affinity now, friends. Are we versus humans or are we versus spirits? Humans it is. I think humans is going to be harder than spirits. It's a pretty good one. Ooh, that's insanely good here. I could just play you. I don't think I mind to take one hit. For a chance to play a bigger walking ballista? Like a much bigger walking ballista. Imagine if we were on to play this game. Oh my god, that would have been lit. This sucks, Reflector Mage. Oh, don't tell me they have a second image. Oh, the second image is brutal. The second image kills me, I think. Like, I'm not 100% dead, but it is certainly going to be hard to come back from the second image. Especially if they have a meddling mage or anything. Um, this prevents the most damage, so. Sure. Oh, that's brutal. It's also weird. Guess they get extra damage in that way? I don't have enough mana to survive this, do I? Guess we'll go like this, because in theory it provides a blocker. If they have another reflector mage or a way to kill it, we are up the creek, so to speak. But if not, we have the biggest creature. I think we run away with this game on the play, but I definitely don't feel good about us on the draw. We also can't beat a Mana Shrouder this game. Can't beat a Folio's Lieutenant either. Yeah, this game. Wrecked. Smash doesn't feel good, does it? I've sideboarded out to leap every game. I have to be right. Or wrong. I have to just be wrong. I don't think that's in the main deck if it's like a card that I actively am always siding out. Feel like we would have been fine on the play. I really think we would have won on the play. Also think that there's a chance that I punt it the game. Well, we can't keep on one land. Sounds pretty good. Just trying to think of how I'm going to sequence. Guess I need to see what land we draw first. I'm pretty sure I'm playing this on one though. Hey, good night, Tandy. Thanks for stopping by, man. Kind of want that, but I want lands more. Could have punted last game. I don't think I played it great. We definitely have a better draw this game, though. Could have used that second land, but can't get everything that I want. And it would be greedy to think that I can. They call Walking Bliss, so we're probably just dead. They called Walking Ballista, so I guess we're just dead. Especially since we already put a Dismember on the bottom of our deck. Nice draw deck. Don't tap for red, they tapped for red. Rip. And we have no out. We are just dead. I don't think we can come back in 4 turns. Because any comeback at all would require us killing this, which is another 4 damage. Not sure what we can draw. Well, that's certainly not anything. Playing Mayor now? That's kind of neat. Alright, well, we're dead. We got smashed. I didn't have a powerful draw anytime this event. I didn't feel like I did anyway. I don't know. Wasn't loving this deck. Don't know if it was my play or the build or what, but I certainly wasn't doing the things my opponents do to me. Anyway, was fun. As always, I'll be back tomorrow sometime. I don't know exactly what I'll play. Take care, everybody, and thanks for stopping by.